Everyone. I know I don't look like Tessa, but because Tessa's not here today, I'm sort of taking over the meeting until we appoint somebody tonight to fill in. So I'd like to call this meeting to order. It's Tuesday, April 21st, 2026, and it's 7 o'clock p.m. This is a regular meeting of the Holyoke City Council, and the clerk will call the roll. Oh.
Zoom, Holyoke Media has it.
Oh.
Let me go see if she's.
Okay. Just a little delay with Holyoke Media.
Is there something wrong with them?
Do you have the statement?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you. Is it all set?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Jeffrey, and thank you, Holyoke Media. The clerk will call the roll.
Anderson Burgos,
Here.
Devine,
Here.
Rainey,
Here.
McGrath Smith, Masonette,
Here.
Murphy Ramboletti, Purcell, Panich,
Here.
Purcell,
Here.
Israel Rivera,
Here.
Jenny Rivera,
Here.
Sullivan,
Here.
Tallheimer,
Here.
Bacon.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless America and our troops.
Now, since President Murphy Ramboletti is away, I'd like to entertain a motion to go to the first ballot for President pro tempore. This will be alphabetical, and whoever gets a simple majority will preside over this meeting, because we have a president. We also now have a vice president, which kind of changed the rules a little bit, okay? So if the clerk, starting alphabetical,
Anderson Burgos,
Juan, yeah,
Patty Devine.
Devine,
Patty Devine,
Rainey,
Divine.
McGrath Smith, oh, sorry, never mind, Masonette,
Patty Devine.
Panich,
Duck.
Purcell,
Patricia Devine.
Israel Rivera,
Divine.
Jenny Rivera,
Patty Devine.
Sullivan,
Patty Divine.
Tallheimer,
Israel Rivera.
Bacon.
Counselor Devine.
Counselor Devine appointed president on the first ballot.
thank you, everybody. I'd also like to make a motion to take a roll call vote that, for the purposes of this meeting, would be applicable to all motions to receive, to refer items to committee, remove items from the table, place items on the table, package items together, comply with items, adopt items not requiring a roll call, or suspend the rules unless there is an
So
objection.
moved.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Okay. Okay, so is there, I don't have a president's report. Tessa is away, but is there anybody, do we have any public hearings tonight? Okay, anybody, public comment? I don't know if anybody, I haven't seen anybody sign up.
Anybody online?
There is online.
Izzy's hand is up.
Council Rivera, your hand is up.
Yeah, I mean, usually under the president's report, I know you don't have the president, you don't have a report as the president, where, like, they ask counselors if we wanted to say anything, or just, my understanding is, we recently in Holyoke lost someone, over a couple of days ago, I believe, or was it yesterday, is my understanding. I kind of wanted to take a moment of silence, for this person, regarding a particular shooting that happened in the city, and then also wanted to take a moment to recognize a fire that happened, I think it was last night as well. And bringing up these public safety issues just to make sure that the council, or that we as a council are recognizing these things that are happening in the community and making sure that the residents know that we are aware and are being vigilant. So I think a moment of silence for the person that lost their life would be great if that's possible.
Okay. Counselor Talheimer?
I would also like, if we could, to take a moment of silence in honor of Sarah Peterson, wife
Yes.
of DPW Supervisor Matt Peterson. I'm not sure if that's who you were referencing, but I wanted to name her.
No, that's a
Okay.
separate one. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll take a moment of silence. Okay, thank you.
There is one hand raised on Zoom. I don't have a name. Monica.
So nobody's on?
Well, there's one person with their hand raised for public comment.
Okay, I guess there's one person whose hand is raised for public comment. Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes?
I'm not quite sure how to take this off and put my picture on there, sorry, but first of all, my name is Angelina Rivera. I am a Holyoke resident of 54 years. I live at 177 Locust Street. Thank you, Israel, for that moment of silence for Tony. I'm here because on April 18th, Tony Abreu was killed on our streets while kids watched and neighbors watched. I'm here also because the residents are tired of hearing "call the DA," while our neighborhoods are being treated like war zones. I'm not here to ask for a cleanup or a cookout tomorrow. I'm here to tell you that we are watching. I am watching. I am a content creator. I know about the illegal housing. If these two suspects were not living in that building, this might not have happened. There was many complaints about these people. I, as a resident, want change. The city wants change. There was repeated phone calls made to these two suspects' apartment that just went left unheard. Nobody did nothing about it. So what I'm asking for is for the double standards to stop, because there are double standards going on here in our city, and they got to stop. So I, Angelina Rivera, am going to organize the community, and I hope that on May 11th for the public safety meeting, that I get a lot of people to come out and stand up for more safety in the city of Holyoke. I love this city. I was born and raised here, and I'm done with the drama, and we need help. We don't need rakes. We need more money to help keep the city safe. This block has always been a problem, and it needs to change. Change needs to be done, and I hope that I can bring change into Holyoke. So I am on a mission. In the city council, you will be hearing from me and seeing me all over social media until a change is made. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And somebody else in the audience, are you here for public speak as well? No, okay. All right, thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else on Zoom? Okay. Do I have to read those and just go to that?
Just ask if anybody wants to take those off.
Okay. There are three items on the table, if anybody would like to take these up. One is from City Clerk Brenna Murphy Larry and Administrative Assistant Jeffrey Anderson Burgos from the October 7th,
You skipped the minutes, sorry.
Okay. The minute meetings from April 7th, 2026. If anybody,
Motion to receive and approve, or motion to receive?
Second?
all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, and the next one that's been laid on the table is from City Clerk Brenna Murphy Leary and Administrative Assistant Jeffrey Anderson Burgos, October 7th, 2025 meeting minutes.
We're still waiting on that.
Okay, thank you. And number 5 is from Lauren Niles, Holyoke Planning Board, recommendation for creation of an RC district.
If I may, Madam President?
Yes.
This is awaiting scheduling, and we are timing in order to go with it. But
Motion to table?
Okay,
motion to
Continue.
table.
all right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Committee on Ordinance, to whom was referred in order that the city adopt an ordinance that would prohibit the use of SGARs on city-owned properties. Recommend that the order be adopted and the Board of Health be requested for a written plan on transitioning to alternatives. Counselor Panich.
Motion to table, courtesy of our vice president who texted me about this earlier.
Okay. Thank you.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Communications from Mayor Joshua Garcia, letter reappointing Michael J. Sullivan of 43 Park Slope to serve as a member of the HEDIC Board. Mr. Sullivan will serve a 3-year term expiring June 30th, 2029. This is for a reappointment.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay, let's see, from Mayor Joshua Garcia, letter reappointing Stephen Fay of 218 Pleasant Street as a member of the local historical commission. Mr. Fay will serve a 3-year term expiring July 1st, 2029.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. This is from Assistant City Solicitor Jane Mantalowski, that opinion regarding mayoral appointment of temporary city treasurer. Do we have a motion to receive?
Motion. So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay.
All those.
Did you want
Yeah,
some?
no, no.
Okay. To be received, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 10, from Kelly Curran, HR Director, Auditor Recruitment, Update 2026. We should have a copy of that, if you have it. Councilor Rivera has his hand up while we're waiting.
Yes, I don't, Counselor Devine, interim president or acting president, I don't know how to describe it in a moment, but I kind of wanted to know if it's not much to ask, for these particular items, the ones that are kind of like, and maybe I'll name them, if it's possible to kind of like read it into the public, so that anyone that's online can kind of hear what's being said, in a sense. Not all of them, but I think for this one particularly, because it's a hot topic, and there's another one too as well, is just making sure that we're making the public aware with.
Yeah. If I can just interrupt you for a second, I have planned on taking up item 10, which is what you're talking about, as well as
Okay,
the update with the recruitment and selection process when I do my finance committee report.
Oh, perfect, my
Okay.
bad, I'm jumping ahead, thank you.
Okay. So all those in favor of those two?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, you can receive those, and I'm going to read them. So a motion to receive those two?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 12, from Clifford Larson Allen LLP, update on the city's cash reconciliations. I'm also going to be reading that. So I would,
Motion to receive.
thank you.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. This is from the CPA Committee, FY '26 recommendations of the City Council.
Motion to receive.
We so moved. Anybody have any questions or? And that will go to Finance. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Then this is from various residents, letter and petition regarding zoning package. Do you
Motion
have
to
some?
receive and send to,
Who's talking? Oh,
sorry.
I think we just did 13. Sorry.
who?
Sorry. Motion to receive.
Okay. Your second?
That was, yes, second.
And send to ordinance, please.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
This is item 14, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And item number 15, City Council Notice of Decision, Special Permit Application, Hoyoke Mall, Dick's House of Sports at 50 Hoyoke Street.
Motion to receive.
Second.
And do we send it to ordinance, or is this?
It's
Madam
a
President.
decision.
Okay, thank you. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Then the next
Petitions.
four are three, 16, 17, and 18 are all renewals. If we can take them up at the same time.
Motion to take up 16 through 19 as a package?
19 isn't my fault, it's not a renewal.
Sorry.
First three are. Petition from Brad Matthew Jewelers, renewal of a secondhand license at 2225 Northampton Street. And then 17 is a petition from Peter Hanoush, renewal of a secondhand license at 50 Holyoke Street. And petition of Ivory Billiards, 17 pool tables at 151 Chestnut Street. This is a renewal, even though it doesn't say it on your sheet.
Move to grant renewals.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I guess we do a roll call with that. If the clerk could read the roll.
Masonette?
Yes.
Hanich?
Yes.
Purcell?
Yes.
Israel Rivera?
Yes.
Jenny Rivera?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
Tallheimer?
Yes.
Bacon?
Yes, assuming they have paid all their taxes, et cetera.
Yes,
That's part of.
Thank you.
Anderson Burgos?
Yes.
Divine?
yes.
Graney?
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
Okay, thank you. The next one is a petition from Colleen Hannigan, 5 Brightwood Avenue, for a non-conforming structure. That's not a renewal, so
Send to DGR.
Second.
all those in favor? Aye. So moved. Okay, now we get to reports of committees. The Committee on Ordinance, to whom was referred an order, the City of Holyoke applied to the legislature for a home rule petition that allows the city to expand the use of MGL Chapter 40, subsection 22A, 3/4, which grants authority to municipalities to designate a parking space, City Hall, for veterans. Recommend that the order be given leave to withdraw. Counselor Izzy Rivera, would it be okay if we sign the orders for you?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Okay, the motion, okay. the
Madam
motion-
President,
Yes,
you may sign them for me as well, thank you.
okay, thank you.
And I just want to clarify that it was given leave to withdraw because we had dealt with this and learned that we did not need to do the home rule petition, so we had already addressed it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, item 21, the Committee on Finance, to whom was referred an order that in accordance with MGL Chapter 44, Section 53A, City Council hereby accepts the provisions of United States Environmental Protection Agency, $2 million, 25% match waived. And that's going to be something I'm going to be reading.
What's the vote? We didn't vote on the previous.
It wasn't, on 20, there wasn't actually a vote to approve the withdrawal.
Which one?
The previous one, you
Okay.
still needed a vote to.
So we need a vote to give it leave to withdraw?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we did that, but I recommend that the order be given leave to withdraw. That's number 20. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, so you could bear with me. I will, the minutes of the, item number 1, minutes of the March meeting, we don't have those yet, so we will, as soon as we get them, we'll be okay. Okay, this is item number 2, ordered that there be and hereby appropriated by transfer the, okay, this was on the committee report, on the committee jacket, but apparently it's not there any longer for whatever reason. I know, but this one here.
Right, like, you're gonna be going out of order. 'Cause this isn't in the same order as this.
Okay, but never mind. All right, so let me give you this. So the engineer was in to see us, Victoria Hool, and she gave us information on, this was a grant application that goes back to 2023, and there will be, it's a match grant, but the Environmental Protection Agency did waive that for us. So this EPA Notice of Grant Award, City of Holyoke Wastewater Infrastructure Improvements. The current work plan for use of this funding has been approved as follows. River Terrace CSO area 21A sewer separation construction report, $650,000. This project started construction in April of 2025 and has a current estimated construction completion date of May 2027. The second one is River Terrace CSO, Area 21B sewer separation, final design, $600,000. The next priority CSO project for the city is the River Terrace CSO, Area 21B sewer separation project, which will separate the combined sewer system in CSO Area 21B, ultimately eliminating the final CSO outfall for Area 21. And number 3, wastewater facility master plan. The Holyoke's wastewater facility master plan is a comprehensive strategy to modernize and sustain the city's wastewater treatment plant while meeting a new regulatory requirement. This planning effort advances goals established for Holyoke's new agreement with the city's wastewater operation and supports implementation of priorities that will be identified through this planning process. While EPA has indicated no city signature is necessary to accept the grant award, staff seeks council acceptance of these grant funds to proceed with the work. It should be noted that funding through the EPA CDS program typically requires a 25% local match, and this request for cost share waiver has been submitted and approved in July of 2025. And this is from Victoria Houle, the Assistant City Engineer, and I certainly thank her for appearing at our meeting. Councilor Graney.
Yeah, Madam Chair, do we just have to recommend that we adopt this, or do we have to pass a first reading on it?
I think we can just adopt it. Yeah,
Grant, so it's passed.
yeah.
I'll move we adopt.
One second.
It's 2 readings.
Okay, sorry, it's 2, Howie, because it's a grant. Okay, so it'll be 2. Anybody else? Councilor Panich.
Yes, I was just wondering where precisely in the agenda we are, and I'm sorry, I didn't read quickly enough.
It's okay.
121.
We're on reports of committees, number 21.
Thank you.
Motion to pass the first reading?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to pass the second reading?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the clerk will call a roll.
Motion the order be ordained.
Second?
No, it doesn't get ordained.
No,
No,
just a roll call.
yeah, just
Whatever.
Just a roll call.
Masonette,
Yes.
Panich,
Yes.
Purcell,
Yes.
Israel Rivera,
Yes.
Jenny Rivera,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Tallheimer,
Yes.
Bacon,
Yes.
Anderson Burgos,
Yes.
Devine,
Yes,
Graney.
Yes.
Unanimous vote, 11 yeas.
okay. Thank you. All right, the next item is item 22. I just want to make sure I'm on the right page with everybody. My item 22 is the Committee on Finance for whom was referred in order that there be and hereby appropriated by transfer in fiscal year 2026, 9750 as follows. Do you have that as well? Okay, thank you. And that is from the Auto Temp Co-op and EVT Mechanic to motor vehicle fuel, R&M vehicles, tool reimbursement, supplies, motor vehicles for 9750, and recommend that the order be adopted.
Motion to pass the first reading.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to pass the second reading.
All those in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll explain a little bit. An EVT, Mike Gallagher was in on this. EVT is Emergency Vehicle Technician, and it's been a heavy winter, as we all know, so it really took a toll on the DPW vehicles. And EVT has been left unfilled, but Mike is currently hoping to hire soon. The tool reimbursement is because the laborers in their contract, they have to get reimbursed because they use their own tools. And as far as the Auto Temp Co-op, they actually had 2 students that were learning auto mechanics, so that was a good thing. So that's a report on item number 4, or item number 22. It's item 4 on my page. Okay, any questions or comments? Okay, is that a regular roll call? Or is it-
Yep. Roll
Okay,
call.
roll call.
Masonette,
Yes.
Hanich,
Yes.
Purcell,
Yes.
Israel Rivera,
Yes.
Jenny Rivera,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Tallheimer,
Yes.
Bacon,
Yes.
Anderson Burgos,
Yes.
Devine,
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
Okay, thank you. And item number 23, the Committee on Finance, to whom was referred in order, that there be and hereby appropriated by transfer in fiscal year 2026, $10,500 as follows: to pay building custodian to R&M Buildings and Grounds, recommended the order be adopted. Do I-
Motion to pass the first reading.
Okay. All those in
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion to pass the second reading.
All those in favor? Aye.
Right.
And the reason, Matt Peterson was in on this, and currently there is no city employee that takes care of the War Memorial, so they have to have coverage under a separate janitorial contract, and that's what this is for.
Clerk will call the.
Clerk will call the roll.
Masonette,
Yes.
Hanich,
Yes.
Purcell,
Yes.
Israel Rivera,
Yes.
Jenny Rivera,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Tallheimer,
Yes.
Bacon,
Yes.
Anderson Burgos.
Yes.
Devine,
Yes.
Rainey.
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next one is Committee on Finance, to whom was referred in order that there be and hereby appropriated by transfer in fiscal year 2026, $4,200 as follows: education and training, $4,200, to out-of-state travel, $4,200. Recommend that the order be adopted.
Why don't, before, excuse me, Madam President.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll allow you to speak a little bit on the order, and then I'll make the motion to pass the first reading and so
Okay.
on and so forth. That way it makes more sense.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, we had Laddie in from she's a Veteran Service Director, and it's for out-of-state travel. Apparently, the back of the budget book has out-of-state travel budget. And this is for education units, CEUs, and as her duties, she's new at this, so she has to remain active, attend conferences, networking, all on behalf of the veterans, work with 3 organizations. Conference will be held from Sunday through Friday in Reno, Nevada, and this covers all the costs. I don't have the dates on my paperwork, so I'm not sure if we have the dates yet.
If any colleagues have any questions, I'll gladly make that motion.
To,
Yeah, Madam Chair?
yes, Council
Are
Graney.
there any conferences that are similar that are closer than Reno, Nevada, or is this the only one?
That, from what I understand from the director, this is the only one that would pertain to these.
Okay.
Israel, Councilor Rivera has his hands up.
Okay. Councilor
Yeah,
Rivera.
I was gonna say, I was gonna do a motion, but like if anything, with regards to the conferences, I don't think that it works with regards to like if they're nearby or not. These conferences usually, they get a lot of good information from. I would be totally in support of this. Just kind of wanted to say that.
And my understanding as well is that she had to go there for the first year. She has to go to one conference.
Correct.
After that, she probably won't have to go to all of them. She can zoom in on them or whatever, but she has to go to this one because she's new at it.
Motion to pass the first reading if no one else has any further
Second.
questions.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to pass the second reading.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Clerk will call the roll.
Masonette,
Yes.
Hanich,
Yes.
Purcell,
Yes.
Israel Rivera,
Yes.
Jenny Rivera,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Tallheimer,
Yes.
Bacon,
Yes.
Anderson Burgos.
Yes.
Devine,
Yes,
Rainey.
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
thank you. Next one is item number 25, Committee on Finance, who was referred in order that there be and is hereby appropriated by transfer in fiscal year 2026, $25,911.56 as follows. Pay associate solicitor, $25,911.56, to claims in general, $25,911.56. Recommend that the order be given leave to withdraw. Attorney Paul Ball had spoken to me. She was able to take this money from a different account to pay those claims, so that's why we would give it leave to withdraw.
Motion to give leave to withdraw.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay.
Move to take 26 off the table.
I'm just getting my paperwork. Okay. 26, Committee on Finance, to whom was referred an order that Mayor Garcia, Open Architects, TJ Plant, provide an update on the status of the 2023, 2024, and 2025 financial reconciliations and free cash. Recommend that the order be complied with, and I will give you some information on that. Also, Councilor Vacan had asked that item number 14 in the jacket be added to this, and what that was, ordered that Mayor Garcia and Open Architects TJ Plant provide an update to the status of 2023, 2024, 2025 financial reconciliations and free cash. So we put that with this order. Okay.
Thank you. Can I just make a quick comment?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So my order was voted complied with because recently Councilor McGrath Smith had filed essentially the same order, and that is tabled in committee to hear again in another month, hopefully, from the group with another more specific update. So it was very good to hear an update at the last meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I say something about number 25?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, can I say something about number 25?
Yeah.
So I see that the motion was to recommend the order be given leave to withdraw. However, in the past, we have never given financial orders leave to withdraw. They've either been referred back to the order or denied. And that's always, I think Councilor Vacan probably will agree with me that this has always been past practice to either refer back to the auditor or take a vote to deny the order, and I think it's for accounting purposes.
Yes, thank you to the clerk. I will make a motion to reconsider our action
Second.
on item 25.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then I will make a motion that we return the transfer back to the auditor.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Councilor Vacan and City Clerk.
Thank you, Brenda.
Okay, so now I wanted to read a couple things into the record. This is for the City Council Finance Subcommittee. Mayor Garcia, Deb Wagner, Director of Accounts, Division of Local Services. Dear City Council Finance Subcommittee, per the city's request, I am providing you with a brief update on the work we, Clifton Larson Allen LLP, are performing regarding the city's cash reconciliations through a contract with the Massachusetts Department of Revenue. The scope of the project is as follows. For fiscal year 2023 through fiscal year 2025, CLA will, 1, reconcile the city's, including the school's cash accounts, from the city treasurer's cash book to individual bank statements, and 2, reconciliate the updated treasurer's cash book to the cash accounts per the city's general ledger, Munis. This work is necessary for a multitude of reasons, but most notably in order for your external auditors to provide an opinion and issue the city's fiscal year 2023 financials. As of today, which the date was April 14th, fiscal year 2023 full reconciliation, treasurer's cash book to bank and treasurer's cash book to GL, I'm assuming that's general ledger, has been completed and documentation turned over to your external auditors. The current work is now focused on treasurer's cash book and to bank for fiscal year 2024. Some of the highlights from fiscal year 2023 work is as follows. Over 2,000 lines of reconciliation items between treasurer's cash book and the bank, included approximately 15 million in wires that cleared the bank but were not on the vendor warrant or posted on the treasurer's cash book. Per Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 41, Section 56, all payments must be included on the warrant prior to payment. over 790,000 avoided checks that were one-sided, meaning only the treasurer's cash book or general ledger. The vast majority of reconciling items related to deposits do not tie perfectly to the transactions posted. Many of the items posted to the wrong bank accounts. With 3 different GL systems, school, city, and gas and electric, over 60 bank accounts, and performing the work years after the fact, the project is time-consuming and challenging, but great progress is being made. Our work will include templates, instructions, and best practice moving forward for this work so that the city will have these resources moving forward. We want to thank the city for their cooperation during this project in providing us with the necessary information when asked. Sincerely, Stephen McGoldrick, CGA and MBA. So make a motion that we accept that letter.
Motion that we
Or
accept the letter?
Second.
is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Let's see. All right, and one of the other letters that I have is from April 15th, and this is an update to the city's MMA recruitment and selection process. Dear councilors, I'm writing to provide a formal update in our ongoing efforts to recruit for the positions recently created by the Municipal Modernization Act. These include CAFO, Controller, Auditor, Treasurer Collector, and Director of Technical Assistance. These positions have been posted on a mix of the following: the city website, Civic Match, Commonwealth Beacon, Indeed, LinkedIn, MMAAA, MGFOA, MMA, Master List, and NESGFOA. The recruitment process has yielded the following results to date. Auditor, a total of 9 candidates applied directly to the city, with an additional 4 sourced through a staffing agency following our screening. 1 candidate with the desired municipal experience remains. We recommend moving this candidate forward for an interview and potential appointment by the city council for the city auditor's position. And I believe Councilor Anderson Burgos is having this on Thursday, the public service meeting.
Correct, 23rd.
Okay, thank you. And the CAFO, direct application pool. We received 14 applications. Of those candidates, the screening committee felt that only 3 came close to being qualified. 2 will be recommended to move forward to the mayor for an interview and final selection. Staffing agency engagement. To widen the search, the city engaged a professional staffing agency for the CAFO role. The city interviewed 2 candidates. However, individuals did not meet the specific municipal experience or technical skill sets required. Comptroller. The city has appointed internal candidate. Just so you'll know, this was the mayor the other night at Finance mentioned these people that were appointed. So this might be new to some people, but it was on the record. So I'm going to read that into the record as well. The city has appointed internal candidate Sharon Bittner Willis as comptroller, currently serving as acting city auditor and previous professional accountant. Sharon has consistently demonstrated the leadership, technical expertise, and drive essential for this role. The treasurer collector. The city has recommended current tax collector Laura Wilson Shaw to serve as the new treasurer collector. This appointment will take effect once the permanent city auditor is seated, allowing the acting auditor to transition into the comptroller role. As part of reorganization, payroll operations will move from the treasurer's office to the comptroller's department. Next, Director of Technical Assistance. We received 6 applications for the Director of Technical Assistance role. After an initial review, 3 candidates were disqualified due to lack of municipal IT or leadership experience. The remaining 3 candidates will move forward to interviews with the screening committee. Respectfully, Kelly A. Curran, Human Resources Director. And if people need a copy of this, I'm sure Jeff can get that for you. Oh, they already have it. Okay. Any questions or comments? Or Councilor Sullivan?
Yeah, and just as of this afternoon, the 2 candidates for CFO have been sent to the mayor.
Great. Okay, thank you. All right, anybody else? So make a motion that the committee report's been received.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right. Which item are we on? 28. Thank you. Okay. Where's my paperwork? The one I was using. Okay. All right, I've got mine. Thank you. Okay. All right. Item number 27, this is Committee on Public Safety, to whom was referred an order that the Board of Health provide the City Council with an update on the effects of marijuana on the physical and mental health of residents used since legalization in Massachusetts. Recommend that the order be complied with. Councilor Talmheimer is the
Could I
chair.
make a motion to take up item 27, 28, and 29 as a package as
Second.
they're related items?
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'll read 28. The Committee on Public Safety, to whom was referred a communication from Board of Health Director Tim Rivers, letter regarding cannabis use. Recommend that that order has been complied with. 29, the Committee on Public Safety, to whom was referred a communication from the Board of Health Director Tim Rivers, HPS curriculum and programs addressing substance abuse awareness. Recommend that that order be complied with.
Okay, so in regards 27, 28, and 29, these were items that passed through the full body 2 weeks ago. You've already seen these documents. Part of the reason these have been complied with is because people were asked for a report. Those reports were provided. 28 and 29 are additional information in regards to those things. That's pretty much covering it.
Okay, any questions? Okay, do I hear a motion? Oh,
I see a hand
Madam
up.
President?
I'm sorry. Okay. Counselor Bacon.
Thank you. I just would like to comment and appreciate our director, Tim Rivers, for providing this information. I think as we are looking at expanding zones for marijuana in our city, it's very important for us to be updated and informed about some of the unintended consequences that studies are now showing out of states that have been doing this longer than we have. There have been some positives noted, but increasingly there have been more concerns noted, especially in younger children and adolescents relative to this use. So I think it's something for all of us to be aware of, and I hope everybody's had a chance to read the reports. And we did ask that hopefully the letter provided by the Board of Health will be posted up on our website, as some other postings have been done for various departments. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm hoping it will be put up. Thank you.
Counselor Cook.
I can speak to Councilor Vacan's point about putting it on the website. What came up in our meeting in public safety was that we would reach out to Tim to see if there was an appropriate place for that to be posted. I have put in a call and have not heard back yet, so I don't expect that we'd be seeing it anytime particularly soon or in the future. So that is that report on that piece.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any comments on those 3? So we make a motion to accept those reports, that they've been complied with.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Okay,
Madam President,
yes.
just a quick note before we get too far on, regarding the previous discussion we had regarding the CAFO, the mayor will be holding the two final interviews here in council chambers on 4/29, at one at 2:30 and the other at 3:30 in the afternoon.
So 4:29, and the times again?
2:30 and 3:30, or between 2:30 and 3:30.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you. Counselor Talheimer?
Through the chair to Councilor Sullivan,
Yes.
are those posted anywhere that the public could see? Is there information about that somewhere? Thanks.
Good question. I don't have an answer.
I would ask Jeffrey, maybe he could talk to the mayor and have the mayor put it on the city website,
Yep.
if that's agreeable. Jeff's going to talk to him tomorrow.
Nice.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Counselor Sullivan. Okay, item number 30, Committee on Public Safety, to whom was referred in order that Animal Control present options for disposal of roadkill on sidewalks, streets, and city properties in general on weekends, including shifting the responsibility for picking up roadkill to different city departments, shifting the hours of workers, or hiring an on-call provider. Recommend that the order has been complied with. Counselor Talheimer?
Motion to take up 30 and 31 as a package as
Second.
related items.
Okay. Counselor 31, I'm sorry.
All in
Committee-
favor?
Aye.
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 Committee on Public Safety, to whom was referred in communication from the Board of Health Animal Control response to roadkill order. Recommend that the order has been complied with. And Counselor Talheimer as
Excellent.
chair, if you want to.
Yeah, so basically what we got from Public Safety, this was originally Councilman McGrath Smith's order about information about what to do when there is roadkill that you do not want to have on your street anymore, who picks it up and when. Item 31 is the communication from the Board of Health in regards animal control and who picks up which thing. And to Councilor Rivera's point about who picks up squirrels and lower DPW, anything larger is animal control. And that is basically it. It turns out we have one human who is the person who picks up the roadkill in animal control, and there's a separate sub-company that the city contracts out with if in the event this person is unavailable, ill, or something else is going on. So that is the long and the short of roadkill in Holyoke.
That's funny. I don't mean to laugh. But
No,
that's funny.
I just want to inject some levity into some of the public safety work, which
Well, you
is
just did.
where's
Thank
the
you.
squirrel? Now we know.
So those, anybody's got their hand up or, no? Okay, so make a motion, or hear a motion that those orders are complied with.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. So moved. And I think we should take up item number 32 and 33 together, if the chair. Yes, please. Okay, the 32, the committee, first, we'll take those two orders up.
Motion
All
to
those in
take up-
favor? Okay. The Committee on Public Service, to whom was referred an order that the Conservation Commission provide minutes of the process and summary of discussion and votes for the Wetlands Enforcement Order and 77 Mare Drive, and provide an appeal process available for neighbors and abutters. Item number 33, the Committee on Public Safety, to whom was referred a communication from the Conservation Commission, August 28, 2025, meeting minutes. Recommend that the order's been complied with. The same with 32, that they've been complied with. Counselor Talheimer.
Yeah, in brief, this was a request for minutes, and the second item is the minutes themselves. Councilor Vacan, I wanted to offer the floor to you because I know this is in your ward and this was something that you had filed. If there was anything you wanted to add to this?
Councilor Bacon's hands up.
Oh, Counselor Vacan. I feel like I'm on candid camera. This is just,
You're good.
Counselor Vacan.
I filed this on behalf of residents who had some concerns up in the neighborhood. And it was a fairly long and involved process, but I do think everyone got their issues out and heard, and the process did work its way through the commission, and they did make a finding and upheld the conservation rules with the owner. And so I think it ended up being a good process in terms of having the neighbors' concerns addressed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or comments? Okay, thank you, Counselor. The chair that these two orders have been complied with?
Yes, please.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. Okay, let's see. 34, just want to make sure I'm on the right track here. 34, Committee on Public Safety, to whom was referred an order that the City of Holyoke install a street light at the corner of Linden Street and Suffolk Street on the even side of Linden. Recommend that the order be referred to the Board of Public Works. Counselor Talheimer, anything?
Yeah, this is fairly straightforward. This was Councilor Purcell's order, and we mostly took it up so that it could pass through us on its way to the Board of Public Works, which is ultimately, my understanding, where it's going to get work done. So that is it.
Okay, Counselor Purcell, comment?
Thank you, committee.
You are most welcome.
Okay, so all those in favor?
Aye.
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 So moved. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a public service report because unfortunately Counselor Anderson Burgos was sick, so as vice chair I took over the meeting. Number 35, Committee on Public Service, to who was referred an order that Paul Burns Johnson be interviewed for his, it was already approved, appointment to the Planning Board by the Public Service Committee, as was done with Grant Schlostein, post-appointment. A review of the records by our administrative assistant indicates that although it was thought an interview took place in public service prior to his initial appointment to the Board of Appeals, it was approved by the City Council without being referred to committee. Recommend that the order has been complied with. The committee did have him in here, and he answered all questions that we may have had, and the vote was to complied with that. And I think it was Councilor Vacan that had asked that that be done, or was that just for the previous one?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
If Councilor
Yes, thank
Vacan
you.
doesn't have anything to add, I'll motion.
Okay,
I only,
go ahead,
just
Counselor.
quickly,
Go ahead.
I only wanted to thank him for coming in and note how important it is that we do receive the resumes, take a look at the background of the folks that we're appointing, and especially as things are moving forward with a lot of changes. And I want to thank him for coming down to the committee so that we were able to do that.
Motion that this order has been complied with.
Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Okay. Okay, the Committee on, number 36, the Committee on Public Service, to whom was referred a letter of appointment for Mr. Kevin A. Rice, 52 Fairfield Avenue, to serve on the local Historic District Commission. Mr. Rice will replace Mr. Stephen Fay and will finish the remainder of Mr. Fay's term, expiring July 1st, 2028. Recommend that the appointment be confirmed, and we did have Mr. Rice in, and he very qualified for this position. He's Principal Steward and Restoration Specialist, 1987 to present. Property ownership, managed and restored a significant portfolio, including George P.B. Alderman, Senior Residence, 52 Fairfield Avenue, and the Edward O'Connor Residence, 1093 Dwight Street. So he came very well qualified. So do I hear a motion to accept the appointment? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so moved. All right, thank you, so moved. Okay, next one. Committee on Public Service, to whom was referred a letter appointing Miss Susan Brulette of 179 Morgan Street to serve as a local Historic District Commission. Ms. Brulette will replace Mr. David Owen and will serve the remainder of his term, expiring July 1st, 2028. Recommend that the appointment be confirmed. And do I hear a motion to
Motion to
accept?
confirm the appointment?
Is there a second? Okay. Susan came in to discuss her appointment. Some of us already know her. And one question I did have, maybe of the clerk, because I ran into Susan at the grocery store, do they have to be sworn in? Do they have to come to your
They
office?
come into the office and sign an oath book.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll let them
And they
know.
all receive a letter once they're approved.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Appointed, confirmed.
Okay. Any questions for Susan? About Susan? Okay. Let's see. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Committee on number 38, Committee on Public Service, to whom was referred a letter appointing Mr. Henry Martinez Cartagena of 59 Chestnut Street, Apartment 4, to serve as a Commissioner of the Park and Rec Department. Mr. Martinez Cartagena will replace Mr. Moquin and will serve the remainder of his term expiring June 30th, 2027. Recommend that the appointment be confirmed. Again, do I hear a motion to?
So moved.
Thank you. And he came in as well. I'm trying to think if he did come in or if he was on Zoom, but nonetheless, he's a good match for this particular appointment. Yes, Councilor Graney.
Yeah, he was a very young person in the city of Holyoke, and he's very active in youth sports and so on and so forth. So it's a great look for this appointment. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a good reminder. He was a young person that he's going to do a lot of good work in that department. Okay. Any other questions or comments? Councilor Anderson Burgos.
So on this appointment, I did receive a couple emails and thanking the committee, and I'm like, I'm sick. I'm so sorry I wasn't there. I would have. So obviously, I'm on board with confirming this appointment.
Yeah.
So
And
just wanted to state that there he actually got calls or messages, emails.
Great.
And I was like, wow, this is kind of the first.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
I think he'll be a good appointment.
Motion that the
Appointment be confirmed. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so moved. Let's see. One more. The 39, the Committee on Public Service, to whom was referred an order request that the Holyoke begin the process of developing a position of Poet Laureate for the City of Holyoke. A Poet Laureate is a poet appointed by a government or other conferring institution who uses the role to foster public appreciation of poetry and literary arts and to advance culture, literacy, and creative expression. Many of our neighboring communities have named poet laureates through their arts organizations. Holyoke's could be a collaborative effort between the Holyoke Local Cultural Council, the Mayor's Office, the Tourism Advisory Committee, and or other community organizations. As Holyoke bolsters its business economy, we must boost our creative economy as well. Recommend that the order be adopted. Did Councilor Thalheimer, would you like to mention anything?
I'm welcome to answer any questions that folks might have, but I have received an incredible amount of positive feedback on this. And we had someone actually on Zoom at the public service meeting who spoke to this. We have multiple previous other city poet laureates who live in Holyoke. One of the people who worked on the statewide poet laureate program lives in Holyoke. This, I think, is a no-brainer and a slam dunk, but open to discussion or questions if people have them.
Yeah, Councilor Graney.
It was also mentioned that this is a paid position.
So,
Councilor
through the chair.
Thalheimer, yep.
Yeah, this is a position that is going to, in its vision, be funded through a grant from the Holyoke Local Cultural Council, which I have mentioned a number of times. This is not something coming out of the city budget, nor is it a paid position in any way, shape, or form in the traditional paid schema. This is in keeping with other places as well, Northampton, other places. This is usually often funded through a grants proposal or some other thing. So not city money.
East Hampton as well, I think,
Correct.
has one.
East Hampton has one, West Springfield has one, Springfield has one, Northampton has one. We do not yet have one, and I think it is time.
Okay, and how do we go about choosing one? Do the city council do it?
So
I just want to know the.
Yeah, my
I'm sure
vision
people
for this
wanna
is
know.
that the city council signs off and says, yes, this is the thing that we want in Holyoke. From there, different folks in the community will come forward and form an advisory board that doesn't answer to any particular thing. And from there, the folks involved in that organization kind of get to decide the parameters. Traditionally, if it is something where a city pays for it, usually the mayor makes that designation. That is not the case that we are proposing here. So once we get sort of the thumbs up on this and it is officially official, folks can get together, start making committee choices and make some decisions about whether it's appointed nominated application, whatever.
And,
Madam Chair.
go ahead, Counselor Graney.
If the position warrants money, it's a paid position. Thank you. Even though it's not the city that's paying for it, it's still a paid position.
Right, but it's paid through a grant.
I agree.
I think that-
understand
Through the chair to Councilor Greenie.
Yes, please.
Using the word paid is, I think, not appropriate in this case. Usually these things are considered honorariums, other such things. It is not a contract for service. Paid indicates an expectation, and other such deliverables.
So it's a paid honorarium.
I don't agree with you.
Oh, that's fine.
All right.
You have that right.
Okay.
I'm going to exercise it in this case. I think you're demeaning it by equating it simply to money.
I'm not
Okay.
intending to demean anything.
All right. So Counselor Israel Rivera has his hand up.
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to just speak in favor of just the poet laureate order, just in general, because I think for us as a community that has a lot of stories to tell, just from different perspectives in the community, and a lot of people in Holyoke having the opportunity to try to voice themselves. As of recent, we've seen many people in the council chambers. This kind of warrants the same, I'm gonna say energy. So it makes sense for us to kind of move in this direction. Whether it's paid or an honorarium, for me, I think the most important piece is trying to provide that opportunity or platform for people to voice whatever it is that they want to voice through this form of communication, I would say. Thank you.
Madam Chair, please.
Counselor Graney?
For the record, I'm in favor of this position.
Okay. Also, I just wanted to mention that several of us, a couple weeks ago, had filed an order to have this poet laureate. So there was at least 8 of us that signed on to that order, okay? So, if Counselor Talheimer, if you'll keep us in the loop when this is going on, thank you. Okay, and one more, item 40.
Should we,
Oh.
do we formally vote to adopt?
Yes, yes. We'll vote on number 39. Was that the right? Yes, item number 39. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Counselor Bacon, is that an aye to?
Yeah, she
Yes.
said.
Okay.
I was muted, sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay, item number 40, the Committee on Public Service, to whom was referred a letter appointing Jeff Burkott and Davin Pasek as the Fence Viewer Committee. Recommend that the order be given leave to withdraw. Any comments, or is there a second?
I'll let you give the committee report, and then I'll make a motion.
Okay. I don't really have a report other than it was given leave to withdraw by the mayor. And I have no idea what a fence viewer is. I was hoping that we could find out, but it was given leave to withdraw.
So then I would, unless anyone has any questions or whatever, I'll make the motion that it's leave to withdraw.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Okay, Committee on Charter and Rules, to whom was referred in order to add a rule that any city councilor named by a speaker during public speak has 2 minutes to respond at the end of public speak. Recommend that the order be given leave to withdraw. Councilor Panich.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. This was a difficult discussion, I think, for everyone. People have strong feelings on both sides, and I want to just say, going into this, that I respect those feelings. And this was a 2-to-1 vote coming out of committee. The sense for the majority, of whom I was one, is that the council already has a disproportionate amount of power and authority. We have our voices heard all the time. And in light of that, I think we felt that it was unnecessary to add another 2 minutes for any time that a councilor was named at public speak, both because we would have ample opportunity to respond in other venues, and just for the sake of time. You know, the council is really very much pressed for time most of the time. And when there is a contentious issue, which is when people are likely to be named if they are at all, we have lots of public speakers and it does eat time. And the other thing that I was concerned about, which I think that Councillor Purcell shares my concern, is that we really need for people to feel that this is their city council and for them to feel good about coming in and talking to us. We are all elected officials. We are not necessarily terrified of public speaking. Many people are terrified of public speaking, and you can hear their voices shake when they come in to talk to us. And I feel strongly that I would not want anybody discouraged from saying anything, no matter what it was, about, for instance, me, if they were afraid that I was going to be able to suddenly attack them 2 minutes later or 20 minutes later. So for all those reasons, I do feel that we should not adopt this. And having said that, I think obviously we have people here who feel very differently about it, and I don't want to railroad them or have them not make their cases tonight if they feel differently.
Okay. Any other comments? Councillor Purcell and then Councillor Graney.
Yes, I'm a member of this Charter and Rules Committee. I also thought it would be very disrespectful to our president to have to control a meeting where people are shouting at each other beforehand and then afterhand, and it would extend the meeting. It would make the meetings longer and contentious, and it's a bad start to a meeting to have people fighting before the meeting even starts. That's all. Thank you.
Councillor Graney.
Yeah, Madam Chair, I mean, I'm against this because, I think that anybody has a right to respond and keeping with the decorum of the chamber, if, something is said about them that they consider to be untrue or something that's emotionally disturbing to somebody, I think that the city councilors have a right to respond to that. So I'm against this. Thank you.
Councillor Sullivan.
Yeah, I would just add to what Councillor Graney just said. What I heard one councillor here mention was that if someone comes in here that it takes a lot of courage and they're not used to public speaking, but they come in here and attack a city councilor, and the city councilor cannot respond to an attack, but the person has the ability to, they're not so shy that they're going to come in here and attack someone. And then as far as any shouting, it's not supposed to happen anyways. So if a counselor, if somebody's shouting at a counselor and a counselor shouting back, that's a whole different issue than being allowed your 2 minutes to respond, especially if someone comes in and launches a personal attack on someone. And my final point on that is, as far as other venues and other times, when something like this happens, it's happening during a council meeting, which is the most watched ones. The other meetings are not, you don't get the equal time to respond to any accusations or attacks or defamatory remarks that are made about you, unless it's done right there when that attack or occur, whatever that problem is, happens.
Okay. I have Councillor Bacon, then
Thank you.
Anderson Burgos,
Thank
and then
you.
Purcell. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to echo the words of Councillor Sullivan. And when people come to the microphone and feel comfortable enough to use profanities such as the F word aimed at and naming a city councilor, as one of the members of the Charter and Rules Committee did, then I think in a circumstance like that, the person certainly isn't nervous, they're certainly not intimidated, and I don't think it is a fair situation for a sitting city councilor not to be able to answer something like that. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Anderson Burgos.
I'm going to approach this one carefully, but so when I first started, I just find it interesting that certain city councilors now feel
Stuff, but you can-
passionate about this, and I get it. I really do. But I'm wondering, where was that support for me when I was bashed? Right in front of a seasoned counselor who's still here, by the way, and that seasoned counselor didn't say a word because that seasoned counselor was friends with the individual that was cutting me to pieces during a public meeting. So now all of a sudden, the wheels has turned. Again, I'm in agreement, like, we should have a quorum, we should have, not a quorum, we should have respect amongst each other, but, you know, we also got to remember that when we got elected, this is what public does. This is what happens. It's unfortunate, and I just find it amusing that where was this support for me when I was first elected and I was cut to pieces? That's it.
Okay.
Madam Chair?
1 second. Counselor Purcell, then Counselor, she's already spoken. Oh, wait. Okay, it'll be, let's see, Anderson Burgos just spoke, Counselor Purcell, and then Counselor Izzy Rivera, and then Counselor Talhana.
I was the citizen that came in here and pointed out that Rule 6E of the City Council was being violated by city councilors. I did do that. I said exactly what another city councilor said to a previous city councilor while they were sitting city councilors. I was a citizen then when I did it. And I repeated what another city councilor said to another city councilor in a city committee meeting, and not one word was said about the city councilor that was disrespectful to the other city councilor. So now I'm being chided, I guess is the word, for repeating what another city councilor said to another city councilor, and that city councilor was never, ever, ever chided. That's my point. And in the very first meeting I had in this city council chambers, a citizen came before this council and told untruths about me. What did I do? I sat there silently, and that was the end of it. Later on, the group that I spoke to that she was talking about sent me apologies for her doing what she did. I accepted those apologies, and that's the end of the story. But to say that a citizen wasn't breaking the rules when city councilors that did break the rules, and I pointed out exactly what the rule they were doing and said it exactly the way they said it, nothing was said to them. And you can go back a couple of city councilors ago of people doing violations in city council chambers and not being scolded. That's the word I guess I should be used. So you can scold me if you want, but don't be hypocritical about it. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Counselor Israel Rivera.
Thank you. I'll try not to personalize it as much. For me, I think it's more about what is it that we want to project out in the community with regards to how we do our work and how we lead as public officials, right? I honestly, believe it or not, I don't really think it makes sense that we're able to respond back to someone, whether they agree with us or they have personal gripes with us. I mean, as a person who had that done to them on regular occasions, I just sat there and took it. I mean, it is what it is. It comes with the role, I think. I think it's kind of unprofessional to kind of want to actually listen to what a person is saying just to respond versus listening to what a person is saying to actually listen and gather the context of what they're trying to portray instead of, I guess, personalizing it and getting offended, right? It's easy to do that, but I think it takes more energy and more work, and this is what we get paid for, to kind of like take that and try to translate it in a way where it can be productive, or you can try to work with people in different ways. There are a lot of people who don't agree with the positions that I take, and I can tell that they're frustrated when they come to council with the stares and how they speak towards me, and that's okay. We don't all have to agree, But it's not for me to all of a sudden get defensive and want to like just listen to what they're saying every time they say it and want to be able to have a chance to respond back. I don't feel like that's how government should work. If you want to respond back or fix that situation or have a back and forth, you have multiple different positions or opportunities to do that as an elected official. It's not the same for that particular resident that's got those quick little 2 minutes to speak. And that's my take. Thank you.
Councillor Talhammer?
Yes, echoing everything that my colleague has just said, we are also talking about federally protected free speech. The F word is federally protected free speech. I'm not going to say it, I saw your eyes light up, but it is important. It is important to keep these things in mind. Anything that we do, like doing something like this where someone has the opportunity to speak and then they know that maybe someone will respond to them, that is going to have the effect of quelling free speech. That is going to limit participation and contributions from the public. We need to have opportunities where the public is empowered to come forward and speak. We have seen it before. We should be seeing it at every opportunity. If we have moments where we use our platform instead of doing the people's work and elevating the work to turn it into back and forth and pick kind of things, this is not going to move the work forward. This is not going to be a good look for the city. This is not going to encourage people to get involved. So I am absolutely in favor of giving this leave to withdraw.
Okay, and if I could, just a little history lesson. Public Speak first came, believe it or not, when Aaron Vega was a city councilor. He is the one who brought it forward. I couldn't tell you what year, but that has been a long, long time. So it's obviously it's a good thing because it's lasted this long. So any other comments or concerns or? Okay.
Motion to give the item leave to withdraw.
Second.
Order.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. No. The ayes have it. And then we have item 42. The Committee on Charter and Rules, to whom was referred an order that the Honorable Holyoke City Council petition the Great and General Court of Massachusetts to amend Section 15 of the Holyoke Charter to reflect the new appointing authorities to financial departments be set by ordinance. Recommend that the order be adopted. Make a motion to recommend that the order be adopted. Councilor Panich?
Yeah. This is the last thing we need to do as a city to fully establish the Municipal Modernization Act and, as it were, bless the new appointment authorities under it. We have gone over this carefully. I want to thank City Solicitor Bissonnette in particular for his help with this. And if you've looked at your packet, you'll see that you're actually looking at two versions of this, which is why I figured I had to talk about it. City Solicitor Bissonnette did take out the few sentences that had been amended to make the city council the appointing authority for the treasurer-collector. And now I think what we're going to have is confirmation power as opposed to appointment power. So those sentences have been taken out. But Solicitor Bissonnette also noticed that we no longer need the language that said city council shall also, in the month of January in the year 1897, and in the month of January in every third year thereafter, elect by ballot collector of taxes, etc. So one of the two legal forms that you have in front of you eliminates that language. And his recommendation was that we should choose tonight which version we wanted to adopt. But, adopt this and get it through. I know there's been controversy about this, but it has looked to me from conversations I've had in the past 24 hours with Kelly and with other members of the city council that we've all kind of agreed that what we want to do is move forward with the leading candidate, and the time to do it is in coordination with all of the other changes and appointments that are being made. So my hope is that we can do this and that it will not interfere with whatever else is happening. And I would say, I'd ask for two motions. The first would be to, pick one, say, the council adopt the version of this charter change that eliminates the language from or about 1897, et cetera. And so that's the motion, I guess.
Second.
Okay, if Counselor Bacon had her hand up, so why don't we hear from her?
Yeah.
And then we'll vote on that. Counselor
Thank you,
Bacon?
Madam President. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I want to give a minority report on this.
Okay, go right ahead.
And I've had many discussions relative to this language, and I do not argue with the power of the vote to move a home rule petition forward to the state legislature. What I said in this chambers, what I said in committee, and the chair didn't want to have further debate on it in committee, so I guess we'll have it here, is that legally, right now, today, the appointing responsibility and authority lies with the city council to appoint a treasurer. As voted by our citizens, as sent in a home rule petition, just like the one that is being called to vote on tonight, and then through the legislature, signed by the governor and put in our charter. I am imploring this body to do its work as the elected representatives by our citizens who gave us this appointing authority by their vote to change the treasurer from elected to appointed. Now, to vote to give away this authority before we have even exercised our legal and lawful authority under the charter, to me, is doing things in the wrong order. And I would ask that we take up item 63. In item 63, and it's not before us, but I just want to reference it, because what I'm saying is we were all waiting to see if our appointee, our current tax collector, would be interested in the position. I believe most of us already interviewed this person before she was appointed as collector, and by all reports, she's been doing a fine job. So if we have a qualified person that has just recently expressed that she is interested in the position, I would simply ask us to wait on moving this forward, make our appointment, and then move forward with the petition to change the appointing authority. Or we could do both in the same night. And so I implore my colleagues to honor the will of the voters and also to follow our charter, which I'm thinking everybody has always followed up till now and will hopefully continue to follow as we go forward. I just think it's very important to honor the voters, honor our charter, and also respect the very good appointment that we made in the office of our tax collector. To me, this is a win-win-win situation for our city. And I just would like to be sure that we do it in the way that is the most positive for our city in the long term. Thank you.
Any other comments, Counselor Panich?
Yes, I am not sure that I understand what there is to be gained by waiting at this point. For one thing, I understand that our excellent likely appointee to this position, no matter who the appointing authority is, would actually like to defer it until these other changes are made. Because structuring the department so that she can get the appropriate training and be comfortable in the new position is important. And I admit that this is secondhand. I spoke to Kelly this afternoon about it because I was concerned about the procedure. But the other thing is, regardless of how many votes there were for the original charter change here, and regardless of what any of our motivations were, the fact is that the city has changed its mind. And we have before us tonight an opinion from our law department saying that the steps that the administration is taking as of now are perfectly legal. Under the circumstances, I am not prepared to say that we are in violation of our charter if we put the home rule petition through tonight. And we can obviously argue about this forever. We've been arguing about it for over a year now. But I would request tonight that we just pass this.
Okay, Counselor Bacon, you still have your hand up?
Yes, Madam President, thank you. Could I ask that we take up item 63 along with this item so that they could be done in tandem? From my perspective, if we would do item 63, for which I have an amended motion after having direct conversations with people, if we could do 63 and then do this order that's before us now, then we would be doing everything everybody is saying that they want to do, and we would be doing it legally. That is my request. I'm simply asking that we make the appointment and then move forward with the will of the body, which I know is to do another charter change. I totally understand that. I'm simply asking us to do it in the same order. I'm not saying we can't do it tonight, but what I'm asking us to do is to do both things.
I'll second the motion.
If before that goes forward, I just wanted to mention, I didn't realize that I would be here the whole night, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I was going to, and I don't think I can do it now, but somebody else could certainly do it. Item 63, I was going to table, and hopefully somebody was going to second that. That would have ended the discussion. So if anybody wants to take up item 63, we can do that, or we can wait. Personally, I'd prefer to wait.
Counselor Bacon recommended we take it up. I seconded it.
Is there anybody that has any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No?
No.
The noes have it. Okay, so we'll continue. We'll continue with that motion that recommend that the order be adopted, unless you have more to say.
The only thing I would say at this point, because Councillor Bacon has said, do this lawfully, is to perhaps ask City Solicitor Bissonnette to weigh in on whether or not it is lawful to just do the charter change tonight.
Okay. Councillor Bissonnette, would you like to weigh in on this?
Before,
Oh, sorry. Who's?
right here,
Councillor Sullivan, sorry.
as long as
And then
we got
Councillor-
Council.
Okay, Sullivan.
Our approving this tonight is only sending it to Boston. It doesn't make it law until it comes back, which could take quite a while. That's my comment.
Okay, Councillor Purcell.
Just for the future regarding issues like this, if the city council itself is being accused of doing something illegal, perhaps the person doing the accusing could make a point of go to a lawyer, get a lawyer, and file a lawsuit stopping us from doing illegal stuff rather than just saying we're doing something illegal and telling the voters to wait till the next election to get us out. If we're doing something illegal, prove it in the court of law. Don't say we're doing something illegal if you can't prove it in the court of law. And definitely don't say, well, I hope the voters wait till the next election to do this. Thank you.
Okay,
Madam Chair,
Councillor Graney for the
I think
third
that
time, I
was-
believe.
I think that was completely out of line.
Oh, there's a lot of things that happens in here that's out of line.
Okay, so
Well,
let's, hey,
discuss it.
I don't want to have to use this, but I will. Okay. Councillor Talheimer, Councillor
Could we
Panich.
return to Councillor Panich's suggestion to get an opinion from the law department on this, please?
Okay. Councillor Bissonnette, you want to weigh in on this?
Well, I think under the Massachusetts Home Rule Amendment to the Constitution and the statute that governs how municipalities can control their own charters, there's nothing illegal about the action that a city council takes to amend its charter. People may disagree on whether it's politically correct or administratively correct, but as for the legality of it, a vote passed by 2/3 of members of the legislative body who are present and signed by the mayor goes to the Mass Legislature. I concur with Councilor Sullivan's observation that it's not likely to be passed into law next week if you take action tonight. But I would suspect that before they adjourn for campaign season July 1st, that it would become law.
Okay. Counselor Palheimer, then Panich, then Bacon.
Oh, that was my comment. Thank you for your input.
Counselor Panich? And then Counselor Bacon.
Sorry. The immediate question was which version of this to bring up. And, you know, I think we've all said enough. It's time to call the question.
Is that that's what you're doing now?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Madam President.
Go ahead, Counselor Bacon.
Thank you. So to the point that was made earlier, I did have a direct conversation with our city solicitor and our mayor relative to the legality of our charter and our appointing authority for the treasurer. I'm not talking about the legality of changing the charter. We all know that is legal. What I am speaking to is the fact that right now we have a charter that says the city council shall appoint a treasurer. Now, the mayor obviously has the authority to appoint a temporary person when a vacancy is created because we didn't do our job and appoint the treasurer. The legal part of this conversation is that the charter says the city council shall appoint the treasurer. And that is the point I'm making. I'm not saying it's illegal to, again, modify the charter. Of course, it's legal. But what I am saying is we should do our job and appoint the treasurer. And this body is being so undemocratic that you're not even letting me speak to my order. After we're having these big speeches about democracy and freedom of speech, you're not even letting me speak to my order and offer the amendment that I want to offer. So, again, I'm talking about us doing our voted job that we took an oath to do. And yes, it will go through the legislature, the governor will sign it, I'm confident, and it'll come back and things will go on. But I hope this body is going to give me at least the ability to speak to my Order 63 with the amendment that I have discussed with others that I'm offering to it tonight. Thank you.
Okay, that was, not to hold things up, but that was your third time speaking, so we have let you speak. Counselor Izzy Rivera is next.
I think for me, the only thing I wanted to make, because I don't want to keep going, because it's already going longer than it should, because this is not a committee meeting. This is actually a full council meeting, so we should just be voting on it. And Patty, you're doing a great job keeping everybody in line. I know it's difficult. Now we know what Tessa is dealing with, right? Fortunately, I don't have a sitter, so I'm not able to be present in person. My wife is on vacation. She deserves that. For me, I think here's a perfect example as to why it's difficult for the council to have appointment authority. We don't necessarily post the jobs ourselves on Indeed or do any of the other stuff. Department heads actually do that, and they do that within the time frame that they can based on the work that they have. I don't know, it's different for me now that I'm soon to graduate with a master's degree in public administration and understanding the system, and after having been through it, applying some of the things that I've learned in theory. It's not as easy as it seems, but like a lot of people don't really understand the function of what we're trying to do when it comes to administrative roles. So for me, I think this is a perfect example as to why it's difficult for the council sometimes to have appointing authority. Just wanted to point that out.
Okay, so the recommendation is that the order has been adopted. And there was a second. Is there anybody else that wishes to speak? If not, we'll take a vote on that. All those in favor that the order has been adopted?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, we'll need a roll call.
And we need a roll call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Masonette,
Yeah.
Yes. Panich,
Yes.
Purcell,
Yes.
Israel Rivera,
Yes.
Jenny Rivera,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Tallheimer,
Yes.
Bacon,
No.
Anderson Burgos,
Yes.
Devine,
Yes.
Graney.
No.
9 yeas, 2 nays.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go to motions, orders, and resolutions. And if I recall, what,
You should just say that you will pass.
okay, the ruling on item 42 that it's been adopted. Okay, so now we're going to go to motions, orders, and resolutions. And if memory serves me correctly, we don't really talk about these too much if they're going to committee. So the first one is Counselor Vacan, ordered that the City Council adopt Mass General Laws, Chapter 60, Section 3D, and a fund be established to accept voluntary donations designated on motor vehicle excise tax bills. This fund is established for the purpose of defraying the real estate taxes of elderly and disabled persons of low income. This is requested in light of the recent high tax increases to help with affordability issues threatening the ability of the homeowners to remain in their homes even after mortgages are paid off. Do I hear a motion, Counselor Vacan?
I was muted. To send to finance, please?
Okay. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 44, Anderson Burgos ordered that the DPW install a handicap parking sign for Yaritz Garcia, 122 Larry Drive, placard number 9650718, sent to
DPW.
ordinance.
Ordinance, that's right,
Ordinance.
sorry, ordinance.
All those in favor?
Copy to the
Aye.
Commission
Copy
on
to DPW.
Disability.
Yeah.
Wait, copy of disabilities?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, item 45, Devine ordered that the City Council present proclamations to the Holyoke High School girls basketball team for receiving the Eileen Monahan Sportsmanship Award. And I'd like to, Councilor Jenny Rivera also wanted to file this with me, and if everybody else wants to, they're certainly welcome. But this was a big deal. It was in the Holyoke Sun a couple weeks ago, and these kids got the Sportsmanship Award. That's a big deal in my Councilor Tallman.
Is this a thing
Tallheimer.
is this a thing that we could just vote on and do today?
Yes.
Let's do it. I make a motion that we do this thing.
Receive and adopt.
Yeah.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I've been in communication with the coach, and it'll be sometime in May that they'll be coming in. I'll do the proclamations and, okay? All right, so item number 46, ordered that any person who is a realtor or owns a real estate business who is appointed by the mayor to the planning board and confirmed by the city council shall recuse themselves from any zoning vote that would enrich them or their business unless they receive written approval from the State Conflict of Interest Department. And I move that that should go to ordinance, I think. Councilor Tallheimer?
I just have a fast question, if I
yeah.
may. Is there anyone currently serving to whom this might apply?
I'm not sure. I've
Okay.
heard that Gallagher, who's on the planning board, but I don't know if he's on it any longer. So I just don't know.
Okay, no worries, thank you.
So that will go to ordinance. All those in favor? Aye. Item 47, Devine ordered that there be and hereby appropriated by transfer in the fiscal year 2026, $338.58 as follows: education and training and out-of-state travel. And that'll go to finance. All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Item 48, Devine ordered that there be and is hereby appropriated by transfer in the fiscal year 2026, $6,000 as follows: for professional services, $6,000; for R&M, other $6,000, and make a motion that that'll go to finance.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Devine, this is item number 5.
Aye.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Item 49, by Devine, ordered that in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A, the City Council hereby accepts the provisions of Mass Department of Fire Services Firefighting Safety Equipment 23-5, no match grant. Move that we move that to Finance Department.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Item 50 by McGrath Smith, order that the city council review the CPA financial report.
Send to finance.
Send it to finance? Is that what
Second.
you- Okay,
Second.
so that'll go to finance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And McGrath Smith ordered that the city council review and approve the proposed 2026 funding recommendations from the Community Preservation Act Committee. Motion to go to finance? That was finance?
Yep, second.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye. This one, item 52 by Murphy Ramboletti, ordered that the city council discuss and possibly amend Rule 2A so that the regular meetings of the full city council would start at 6:30, otherwise, unless otherwise noted. So,
Send to charter and rules.
charter and rules. All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Item 53, Murphy Ramboletti, ordered that the city council consider adding a new rule to section 2 meetings, that if a city councilor attends regular meetings of the city council remotely for more than 2 consecutive meetings, a written explanation shall be provided to the council president. Councilors who choose to participate remotely will be asked to participate with their cameras on.
Madam Chair?
Yes,
I
Councilor.
have an amendment to that, but I'll wait until the maker of the motion is here.
Okay, that, would we go to charter and rules? Okay, Counselor Greenie? You, go ahead, you had an amendment? It's going to charter and rules.
I was going to wait until the maker of the motion was here to give the amendment, but the amendment that I would propose is that the entire council receives copies of the written explanation.
Okay,
Second.
all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
No.
Okay. Item 54, Murphy Ramboletti, ordered that sections 2-35B, I, and double I, and 4, IV, of the Code of Ordinance be deleted to allow for hiring new employees above the mid-range. Motion that ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Murphy Ramboletti ordered that Rule 2A be suspended for the May 19th City Council meeting to allow the meeting to begin at 6:30 for the mayor's state of the city address and budget presentation. This is meant as a more efficient alternative to calling a special meeting.
Receive and adopt.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
And 56, Panich Talheimer ordered that the city council review Holyoke's municipal rules, ordinances, and any related materials that may be discovered during the process of review relating to notices to citizens of proposed changes in the zoning ordinances and publications of such notice, and make such amendments to our ordinances and rules that may be found desirable in light of that review. While required notices are set forth in state law, a review of our local ordinances, etc., may reveal inefficiencies that are not required by said state law. This order is intended to be broadly construed to cover any public notice requirements, respect to any other matters that may be found to be affected by such municipal rules or ordinances, and the maker of the order would like it received and sent to ordinance with a copy to law department. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Okay. Item number 57, Panich and Thalheimer ordered that the council revisit and comprehensively revise noise provisions of Chapter 83 of the Holyoke Code of Ordinances to reflect contemporary circumstances and address noise issues in the city of Holyoke. Motion to
Send to public safety.
public safety. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 58 by Councilor Purcell, ordered that the Honorable City Council, in accordance with Mass General Laws, Chapter 630B and the Holyoke Code of Ordinances, Procurement Ordinance, declare 141 West Street, Assessor's Map 033, Block 02, Parcel 008, as surplus property available for disposition. The property was acquired via such judgment in a tax lien case in 2023. It is approximately 65,534 square feet, zoned downtown residential, and has an assessed value of $39,000. move we take it and give it to DGR?
DGR.
Okay, DGR. All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. 59, ordered by Councilor Israel Rivera, ordered that the Honorable City Council recognize Ricardo Rodriguez for his induction into the Ocean State Grand National Hall of Fame in Warwick, Rhode Island, and that the council issue a proclamation in his honor. Mr. Rodriguez, founder of Hoyok Kenpo, has dedicated many years to working with the youth in the city of Hoyok. Through his induction and mentorship, he has helped young people develop discipline, character, and confidence while providing a positive and supportive environment for personal growth. His commitment to mentoring youth and strengthening the community has had a lasting impact on many families throughout Hoyok.
Message, motion to receive and adopt.
Okay.
Second.
Counselor Talheimer, and then Counselor Devine would say
Yes.
something.
With permission, with the maker of the order, I would like to be added to this, as he is a resident of Ward 3.
Likewise,
Same
Councilor
here.
Anderson Burgos.
Same here.
Okay.
That's
Everybody
unanimous
want to be
also.
on it?
Everybody wants to be on it.
Everyone.
Thank you.
And
Many thanks to Councilor Rivera for bringing this forth.
And I will take care of that proclamation, and you can tell me what date you'd like him to come in. Thank you. So, motion that we accept that order, and I'll take care of the proclamation, and we'll have him come in. And then now we have item 60, invite any and all interested member, this is from Ann Talheimer. Invite any and all interested members of the Commission on Disability to come to a meeting of the Public Safety Committee for the conversation highlighting the work that they are doing in Hoyok and recently raised concerns about parking and accessibility. And motion is to send it to Public Safety.
Yes, please, and a copy, of course, to the Commission on Disability. They're aware, but paper is good.
All right, all those in favor? Aye. So moved. 61, Talheimer and Panich request Hoyok Police Department to provide the Public Safety Committee with a copy of any and all current/active loudspeaker permit applications for Wyckoff Country Club with any personally identifying information such as date of birth and social security, et cetera, be redacted. Send this to Public Safety. All those, who has their hand up? Counselor
I just
Panich.
wanted to acknowledge that Councillor Devine did raise this issue when this was before public safety and ask whether she would like to be on this order.
I'd be honored to, thank you.
Thank you. This one and the next one.
Okay, so motion that this goes to Public Safety. All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Item number 63, Vacant and Graney, ordered that the City Council go to the first ballot to elect a treasurer at the April 21st, 2026 City Council meeting in accordance with our current charter. Our City Council appointed collector has indicated interest in the treasurer-collector position. A majority of the City Council has had the opportunity to interview our collector. This appointment This appointment would legally establish the treasurer position and for practical purposes combine the positions while waiting for further charter changes that will be sent to the state legislature on a home rule petition. Transition changes can happen in coordination with other chart changes. Councilor
Madam President.
Anderson Vacant.
This was already tabled, I thought.
Yes, so that,
We didn't take it up yet. We didn't take it up yet.
okay. Did you have a
Madam
motion?
President.
Motion to table it.
Madam
a second?
President,
Second.
May
The mo-
I
The
please?
motion has been tabled and voted
Madam
to.
President, I am trying to make my motion. I have an amendment to my order that you're not even letting me read.
My apologies, I redact.
My understanding is when a motion to table and second happens, that's it, no more discussion. I've certainly heard that many times in this chamber. So as far as I'm concerned, it's tabled. If you want to do a roll
didn't even
call.
give me an opportunity to amend my order. That
So-
is totally unfair and out of order. I didn't even get to amend my order, which is what I had been trying to do.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I would ask the body to reconsider and allow me to make at least my order before they table it. I didn't even get to make the order on the floor.
Counselor Bacon, I reconsider my motion if the body is okay with it,
Second.
and we'll continue to have you amend your order, and my apologies.
Okay, go ahead, Counselor Bacon, or is there a second to that?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Go ahead, Counselor Bacon.
Thank you, Madam President. After I had initially filed my order, I had subsequent conversations with our appointee, Laura Wilson, the tax collector, our city solicitor, and Mayor Garcia. And in light of those conversations, and this is the amendment that I was offering to my order, the motion to amend my order to appoint a treasurer from an effective date of April 21, 2026, to an effective date of June 1, 2026, when the current temporary appointment ends, with up to a 30-day acceptance period, but no later than June 30th, 2026, for the appointee to accept the position of treasurer. I offer this amendment because of the legal appointment of a person that already exists in the position as of now, and also out of a goal of having our person who's currently doing half the job that will become a combined job, to give her the opportunity to be successful and work through, get the work done of the outside contractor that is supposed to be completed by the end of June, to set up this transition for a smooth and successful transition for our appointee, who has been a good and by all reports, very competent appointment. And I would like, in the spirit of our charter and our voters, and as a vote of confidence for Laura Wilson, for us to appoint her as the treasurer under these caveats, which does not interfere, as has been expressed to me, with the scheduling and the likely changes that will be moving forward between all of the various offices. So that is the spirit in which my amendment to my order is offered, and I see it as a win-win-win all the way around, and an expression of confidence in our appointee. Thank you for the opportunity to express this.
If I
second.
could,
I'll
if I
second
could let you know that Kelly Kern is online. If anybody would like to let her speak, I think that's going to be very helpful.
Motion to allow the Kelly Curran to speak.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Jeffrey will let her into the communications. Good evening, Kelly. Thank you for being here.
Hi, good evening.
Why don't you go first, and then we can go from there.
I'm happy to answer any questions, but basically, we need the current collector, who we're hoping will be the treasurer collector, to be trained. We need the auditor to be interviewed and hopefully confirmed by the council in order for the current acting auditor to move into the position of comptroller, and payroll will be then removed from the treasurer collector's office and go under the comptroller. So we anticipate that taking a couple months, and we do not want anybody to be put in a role where they're not trained for and ready to be successful in it. So we appreciate Councilor Bacon amending the order, and everyone understanding that we need some transition time to train people to get the right setup. There's some physical spaces that need to be moved. There's a lot of things that need to happen in order for all of our department heads to be set up for success in this transition.
Okay, does anybody have any questions for Kelly? My question would be, if you don't mind, is the order says that we're going to go to the first ballot tonight. Is that correct? Councilor Bacon, it's your order. And Counselor
it-
Graney.
If it was the will of the body,
So I would then make a motion to receive, adopt, take final action, and go to a vote.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No.
No.
The noes have it. Okay, so again, would we go back to,
Motion to table.
Second.
okay, the previous motion?
Previous motion was under the amendment.
Okay, so the previous motion was under Counselor Vacan's amendment, and not the first part of it. I just want to make sure that we're voting on the right thing here. So the vote to go to the first ballot failed. So now I think we should just be voting on Counselor Vacan's amendment. Does that sound logical?
Yes.
Madam Chair, if I may,
Yes, Counselor?
I have my
Rivera?
hand raised.
Yeah, sorry.
I just had a question. It wasn't necessarily for Kelly, but it might, but she might be able to chime in. Okay, give me a second, baby. Let me do this question real quick. Okay, then. For me, it's understanding what we're doing in a sense, right? Because there is the role that the person that's going to assume, right? And my understanding is that that is expected to happen, whether we take this vote or not, right? And what we're voting on originally would change the charter, and it would go out to Boston, and then they would change that, and then whenever this person starts the new role, the shared role, right? That would happen anyways. So what we're doing today would be appointing them ahead of time before that vote comes, before we send out the change of the charter to Boston, just so that the council makes that appointment ahead of time? Is that what we're doing? I'm just trying to, I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between appointing it today or waiting for the process to play itself out. It sounds the same, but other than the fact that the council at this moment will appoint.
Councilor Rivera, are you asking Kelly Curran that question?
Counselor?
Whoever can answer it, I guess, either Kelly or Linda, because it sounds like Councilor Bacon might be the one to be able to clarify a little bit more on that, but Kelly can weigh in if it makes sense. I don't know.
So through the chair, if I may, through the president, if I may, it is,
Counselor Vacan, and then Counselor Panich.
I think what it's doing is just keeping us in alignment. We all, I believe, we all agree that Laura Wilson will be capable to do the combined role. So my goal in having the vote tonight is for us to do under the current charter what will in the future be appointed in a different way under the revised charter. But all my goal is to do the appointment under the current charter. It just happens to be that in this case, we agree, I believe, on the appointment, and we agree with the mayor's desire also to appoint this individual. So it is simply for us to do our legal appointment, which then will be validated with the charter change and then done in the other structure. I think it's just simply a good thing that we're in agreement relative to the appointment. And I modified all the timelines for the reasons, you know, that there's a temporary person in till the end of May. And then there is the work to be completed by the contract. And what I'm going for is that we'll do our role, then it will move into the new structure and it will be smooth and it will be done in a way to give our appointee the best chance for success, as has been explained to me.
Okay, I have Counselor Panich and then Counselor Purcell.
Yeah, and I agree with a number of Councillor Vacan's goals here, but I think that the answer is to not appoint tonight because things change. I don't think that there are going to be major changes in what we're doing, but timelines slip. I too want to give our new treasurer collector the best possible ability to succeed in the role, and I want Kelly and our administration to have as much flexibility as they need with timing. And if we just do this as the new set of ordinances tells us to do, and as the city solicitor's office has told us is perfectly legal, I think that we stand the best chance of accomplishing everything that has just been discussed.
Thank you. Councilor Purcell.
I'll be very quick. I agree with everything Councilor Panich just said, Madam President. And also, every time I hear the word legal, I want to hear from the person that's actually a lawyer to say what's legal and what's not legal. We just heard from one, but our city solicitor is our real attorney for our city council. She's a very good attorney, but the legal opinion should come from the city solicitor. Every time we hear the word legal, we need legal advice from a lawyer. If we're going to say the word legal, I want to hear from a lawyer. Thank you, Councilor Panich.
Attorney Bissonnette is on the line. He is a real lawyer.
Yes. He's a real boy.
He is a real lawyer. I second all of that.
And Madam President, it was the city solicitor who told me that legally under the charter, we are the appointing authority with the mayor when I spoke with them together. Thank you.
Okay. Attorney Bissonnette.
Thank you. I hate to be the skunk at this garden party, but this comes up inopportunely if you're planning on electing someone tonight. I commend your attention to the open meeting law. I think that's problematic if you went forward with an election tonight. And I also think, and let me bring this up because you are amending section 15 tonight as well. The last part of that will remain in the charter is a statement, I believe it says vacancies in this office shall be filled in the same manner for which they were elected or appointed. The problem that you have if you want to rely on that is that, well, the last person holding office is appointed by the mayor under a state statute. If you want to go back further than that, the last person elected happens to be the same person, but that was in the last election, and you can't go back to that because the voters said we don't do that anymore. So there really is no mechanism unless you want to allow the mayor to appoint infinity as the deadline. So I just bring those points up because there's a lot of discussion about what's legal, what's not legal. There could be a challenge to most of this as we are in transition, but I always err on the side of caution. I would respectfully think that holding off on any action on electing anyone until it's noticed as a public hearing on that issue, I think would be the most prudent course here. I commend it to your attention. Thank you.
Thank you. And Councilor Anderson Burgos.
Thank you,
Then Councilor
City
Rainey.
Solicitor Bissonnette. With that said, I just want to make sure that we honor and vote on the amendment. Councilor Vacan's amendment to her order so that we can proceed.
If I might, her amendment, Councilor Vacan's amendment, is an amendment.
That's it.
The order failed. Her original order that we go to the first ballot, that failed. So now we would be voting on her amendment.
And
Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, Councilor Bissonnette, is that how you take it?
Without violating any open meeting law.
Right.
Yes, you can amend an order.
An order, right.
And then the procedure is you now have the amended order before you. You can decide what to do with it in terms of sending it to a committee or laying it on the table. It's up to the body.
Correct, thank you. I just wanted to clarify that.
Madam
So-
Chair?
Counselor Graney, and then Counselor Vacan's got her hand up again.
To Counselor Bissonnette, does your legal opinion on this also refer to a temporary appointment, which this is?
The current appointment is a temporary appointment, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And does your legal opinion also involve a temporary appointment? Because this is just a temporary appointment. But does that violate the open meeting law?
Yes, because you haven't posted that you would be considering that tonight.
Mike,
Are you all set, Counselor Graney?
Kind of.
Counselor Vacan?
thank you. I just want to understand how we're violating the open meeting law because my order was filed timely. I'm just confused about that point, that's all.
Well, it's-
We've
From what
done
I'm-
other elections that way. I'd like to understand what part of the open meeting law is being violated if we voted on this tonight.
voted on your amendment
Right,
because the other order failed.
well, it was all part and parcel. Okay,
Well, no. So,
Thank you.
right now, if you could explain your amendment again, so we can vote on
Okay.
that?
okay. So my amendment to Order 63 was to amend my order to appoint a treasurer from an effective date of April 21, 2026, to an effective date of June 1, 2026, when the current temporary appointment ends, the one that the mayor has made, with up to a 30-day acceptance period, but no later than June 30th, 2026, for the appointee to accept the position of treasurer, in light of the contract work being done, the training being done, and the other changes being made. This was the timeline as I understood it. And granted, anything that we vote on could potentially change, but the reporting of the plan is in keeping with this amendment to my order. Thank you.
Is Kelly Curran still available? Yes. If I might, a question that I have, Kelly, and I suppose Counselor Bissonnette as well. What I believe Counselor Vacan is saying that we still are going to appoint, she got elected here, but I'm assuming she meant appointed, that you still want to do it tonight.
Well,
Yes.
doing it tonight wouldn't make it be tonight. Wouldn't make the appointment be effective tonight.
Well, according to your,
That's what I changed, taking out that it would be effective tonight.
well,
And
I don't-
changed it to June 1st with an acceptance period that gives Laura Wilson, our collector, that grace period to be sure everything is all in order as all these moving parts are coming together. That's the intention of that change.
if I could ask a question. If you're saying that you would like this to go to the first ballot tonight, we don't necessarily have to vote for
Right, it's gonna,
Laura Wilson.
Correct.
Then I would
Correct.
entertain a motion that we had before.
table.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor. Is it seconded to table?
Yes, second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Okay, the ayes have it, and it's been tabled. One thing I wanted to mention that we forgot, 62. So item 62, Valheimer and Panich requests a license board to provide the Public Safety Committee with a copy of any and all current and / active entertainment permit applications for Wyckoff Country Club with any personally identifying information such as date of birth and social security number, etc., be redacted, including a list of any conditions attached to said permits, if any, and send this to Public Safety Committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ann?
Oh,
Or Counselor?
You are welcome also, of course, to add your name to this as
I-
well.
I- We have to go to 62 because
Yeah.
not being used to doing this, I forgot it. So,
It's all good. It rolled together with the other one. I did, just before we voted, want to quickly thank Attorney Bissonnette for his suggestion on this particular one as well.
okay, thank you. And thank you for letting me put my name with it.
Absolutely.
And then we do have a late, all those in favor of 62?
Aye.
So moved. Then we have a late filed petition of Cypress Acquisitions LLC, care of McDermott, Reynolds, and Glissman PC for alteration of a non-conforming structure at 2020-01 Northampton Street per 4.7.3, and make a motion to send it to
DGNR.
DGNR. And for those of,
Second.
for those of you who may not know, I did look it up, and that's Kmart Plaza.
Nice.
Okay, so do I hear, thank
Second.
you,
Motion second.
a motion to adjourn?
Aye.
Did we?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Motion to adjourn, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night.
Good night, I'm exhausted.